Welcome to surprise streaming. I'm finally getting around to translate some of the Skyrim that I did on Monday. Once again, I'll be doing this again next week, aka tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Playing some more Skyrim. So the reason why it took me so long to start doing this was that I realized there is way too much to handle in 1 hour of Skyrim for me to translate. So what I'm going to do instead is just translate a little bit of stuff. I'm not going to try to in-depth explain anything. Once again, you can comment on my Twitch channel. I'm sure there aren't that many people paying attention right now. After all, I just logged on and everything like that. But once again, feel free to ask questions while I translate. And I'm going to just sort of casually translate for my own purposes, and hopefully you'll learn how to translate stuff on your own. You'll pick up a few things while you're here. Plus, it's fun that it's Skyrim. So what I have here is I have the video that I uploaded onto YouTube from the Twitch. You can just export it. Here I have a blank sheet of paper where I'll be able to type so you can see what I'm thinking. And here I have two websites. I have jisho.org, which is a fantastic looking up for kanji. And here I have ejje.weblio.com, which is absolutely amazing as a dictionary. I highly recommend these two websites. Oh, and I also wanted to go on to Quizlet, that's right. So I can make flashcards for everybody as I go. Boom, shakalaka laka laka. So let's go to, I'm logged in on my own so I can create a set. So let's go to this way. This is for somebody else. This is a new study set, right? Create a set. Yeah, so let's translate this. Let's make this as a Skyrim, Japanese Skyrim. Number 1. Boom. Now we can have ourselves some exciting, stay on this page, some exciting, why is this not working? There we go. Some exciting flashcards as we go along, and you can learn, and you'll be able to practice on your own. Just go to Quizlet.com. You should be able to find my name somewhere, Evans Easy Japanese, and you'll be able to find them. Alright, here we go. This is the intro. We've already done this. Honestly, I've already done most of the intro. I'm a little bit interested in beyond what's going on here. I've already pretty much done everything up to the point where you're about to get executed. If you look hard enough, you'll be able to find it online somewhere, because I did some of this. Really quickly, teikoku, this is an important word, so I'm just going to throw this onto the thing. Teikoku. Oops. Teikoku. I'm surprised that my, there we go. Teikoku is imperial, like the imperial people. Like the empire. And then we have those two kanji right there is gedo. Gedo. Just so you can trust me, here's gedo. It sort of means like foreign bastards, demon, fiend, brute, bad person. You can see all it came from like non-Buddhist teachings and things like that. So we'll add that to our flashcards as well. Gedo. Brutes, bastards, demons, non-Buddhist teachings. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, notice how this is domo. This is a way of saying sort of pluralizing. We could probably look up domo here. See the dash there? That shows you that it goes after something else. Yeah. Okay, so it's a suffix, domo. What do we, akujin domo, those rascals, the wicked ones. Notice these are all plural. That's kind of, it's a rude pluralizer. No, I guess it's not always rude, but it's a pluralizer of some sort. That's what's going on there. So, gedomo me. This me, though, that's definitely an insulting thing. Maybe we can find me on our dictionary. As a suffix. I mean, yeah, okay. Oh, that's counting me. Not quite what we're looking for. Eyeball, that's always one. A look, an experience, point of view. Should just be a suffix. I'm surprised that I'm having trouble finding it. It's a, you know, you bastard sort of a thing. It's a, you add it to the end of a noun to make the noun be something you don't like. Holy moly, there's a bajillion of them. knew how much meh there was. Anyway, it's a suffix that sort of is rude. Sawabaki-da, that's a sawabaki, which is justice. So the first person yells out, "You imperial bastards!" Sawabaki. Maybe if we type in Sawabaku. No. Maybe I misheard him. It's just Sabaki? Oh, I was adding a wa for no reason. Excuse me. Sabaki. Judgment or decision, be judged. People are going to call it justice. Judgment, justice. Justice. Yeah, here we go. We finally found the justice one. Sabaki, justice. It's justice! Because, you know, the Imperials are happy that they're getting killed. The da there, that was the plain form of death, so it is justice. Stormu kuroku ni to the Stormcloaks, shi, death. Oh, shi, oh. Death to the Stormcloaks is how that translates. Stormu kuroku ni shio. Sorry, osore. Sorry, I'm talking over. I'm trying not to. Let me raise the volume so you guys can hear him better. Sorry about that. Here we go. Sorry, I meant here we go. Osore shirazuiki. This iki is ikimasu, iku, to live. Yeah. Iki. Maybe if we type in iki. Okay, so yeah, a life of. Sorry, this is the noun. So it must be ikimasu, ikiru. Sorry, that's right, it's ikiru. My apologies. Ikiru. It's a group 2 verb. So that means that the stem is iki, which you see is ikiru is to live, to exist. Iki is, I guess, fresh, but living a life. You know. Basically, when you take this down, the stem of a verb, what you get is a noun of that verb to an extent. So, osore ni shirazu iki, or maybe he's speaking formally. This is probably he's speaking formally. Let's go ahead and translate this from the beginning. Osore. This is fear, terror, horror, being afraid of things. We'll add that to Mr. Flashcards. Osore. Osore. Oops. Whoops. Fear. Terror. So osore is like a noun of fear, of terror. Notice how it's osore o shirazu. Shirazu is the fancy pants way of saying without shiru. Shiru is shirimasu, is to know. And when it's a group 1 and you change this is a group 1 verb, so shiru turns into shirazu. The ru goes up to the a. So immediately you should know that it's going to be a negative of some sort. Shirazu is sort of a osore o shirazu, without knowing fear. Without knowing fear. Yoink. There's frequently a ni after it, but we're going to leave that off. Shirazu. You can do this with any verb. Eventually I'll have an individual grammar lesson explaining how to do that to every verb, but for right now, group 1s, you change the e to you get to the stem, change the e to an a, add zu at the end. Iki, this is life, living, ikiru, to live, live, exist, live to be 90. Water is good. Alright, so let's hit up ikimasu in here as well. Ikidu. Oops, I'm not in that. Boom, ikidu. I keep doing that and it creates... I guess Shift Enter makes a new card. That's intriguing. So we'll say to live. Living. Well, yeah, live. Okay. Boom, shaka laka laka hey. So living without knowing fear, comma. This iki right here. Earlier I mistook it as a noun. What it really is it's the formal version of the te form. The stem just by itself works like a te form. Boo. Excuse me, I burped. Be wary of the burps. So notice there's no subject. We don't know who he's talking about. Well, really we do, but I mean by language alone we don't. In context we do know that he's talking about this dude that just got his head lopped off. Sucks for him. So that dude, Osore o Shirazu Iki, lived without knowing fear. And then this is the te form. The same subject, and it's kind of like immediately the exact, like, these two sentences are kind of happening one right after the other. For example, in English we'll say, I woke up this morning and brushed my teeth. I woke up this morning and ate dinner. Or, dinner. I woke up this morning and ate breakfast. See, one of those two sort of show one thing happened and then immediately the next thing happened. The two are directly related and they share the same subject. Because that is true, we can do things like, say, use the word and as a conjunction. I woke up this morning and ate breakfast. In Japanese, they do the same thing with the te form. However, when you use the te form, it's more of a spoken, informal way of talking / speaking. Here he's using the stem form of the verb, which is the more formal / more polite way of speaking. Osore o shirazu iki, without knowing fear, living without knowing fear. Osore o shirazu, and this is yutta, if I'm not mistaken. Let's listen to see if we can hear him say yutta. Oop, we're gonna see him get brutally decapitated again. Really quickly, this kisamara is a very rude way of saying you bastards, you jack-offs, whatever. It's a very this guy's not upset about making the people mad at him. I'm gonna make it larger so it's easier to see. Shirazu itta. Okay, Shirazu itta. If we type in yuku, oops, yuku, we get the same kanji with yuku. Perhaps there's a different reading for this kanji. To die, to disappear. So something died, something disappeared, to perish off. Yuku. Okay, so it can also be pronounced iki. Okay, so this is ita. So that's what he said. He said ita. So 1537. We'll go back 4 seconds. Oh, never mind. Shirazu ita. Okay, so Shirazu ita. Iku. Okay, so iku. So this must be pronounced iku. Sorry, it can be pronounced yuku or iku apparently. Let's put them both down. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the difference between them. Between yuku and iku, that is. I'll type yuku, not yuki, / iku. It's a group 1, so this is the die, perish, pass away. It's I've only ever seen it in formal-esque situations. Like, you don't ever tell somebody yute, like to die. That's more of a shine sort of a thing. You're more likely to tell somebody to shine rather than to yuke. That doesn't really. I've never seen that communicated to anybody ever. Tsugiwa is oh, let's see who this lady is. Teigoku Gun. So Teigoku Gun. This Gun is the military guntai. Like if we type in guntai, we see the exact same kanji for gun. Let me make this one bigger so it's easier to see for you guys. So here's gun, which is like military related, and here's tai, which is like army. So guntai is army. So she's a Teigoku Gun, the imperial army. Oops, are we not typing here? Teigoku Gun. Boom. So, oops, Teigoku Gun. Imperial Army, and then she is a is it Shucho crap? Okay, so we finally encountered a kanji that I don't know how to read, or that I think I don't know how to read / So let's get Jisho. So we're going to jisho.org, which they've just done a whole revamp. It's pretty nice. You can actually draw the characters. I found it's less than stellar when you're drawing with a mouse, but it's pretty accurate from what I've seen. I want to show you how to look up radicals. Looking up radicals is going to help you out a lot in the future. So you see on the left we have this little, I don't know, sort of kind of umbrella looking popsicle stand thing. We're going to look for that. That's a two-stroke. So if you go down and then woo like that, you get to see it. This is on the right side. This is on the left side. So we're going to go with the left side one. And we got a little dude with a hat on the top. So we got two strokes on the top, something like that. And boom, we found our guy already. He's number 12. Crank. And we got Cho there. I happen to know how to pronounce that. That's the kanji for nagai, long. Or you could say Cho. Oops, I was already in Japanese apparently. Cho. Taicho, commanding officer. Taicho, commanding officer. So, a little bit of a new one for me. Taicho. Taicho. We got ourselves, oops, a commanding officer. You are excited, I bet. So she's the Teigoku-gun no Taicho. The no particle here shows us who belongs to what. She is an Imperial's officer, an officer of the Imperial Army, commanding officer of the Imperial Army. Tsugi wa. Tsugi. Hopefully you know Tsugi already. It means next. Tsugi. Next. This is not the one that we're looking. Here we go. Tsugi. Next. Following. Coming. Tsugi wa. As for the next one. As for the next. Sono Boro o kita nordo da. So the board that, the Nord, regarding the next, it is the Nord that was wearing the Boro. Boro is short for Boro Boro, which I'm not even sure if that's short for something. If we just type in Boro, it's shoddy clothing, rags, tattered clothing. Sorry if you can hear the air conditioner. It's rugs, rags, speckled, crappy clothing. In the beginning of the game, you're wearing some cruddy clothing, so I might as well add Boro on here. Boro. Also Boro Boro. You'll see that in the future. Raggy, tattered clothing or something like that. In my experience, it's always been clothing, so I'm going to add clothing to the translation. Kita. This is kiru, to wear. Kiru. This is a group... This is a group, with two verb. Just going through my conjugations to make sure I don't tell you the wrong one. Kiru is to wear something, to put on clothing. This both means to wear / is wearing, and it also translates to putting on something. So put on, slip on, wear, to have on. So in English we use put on your clothing is a different verb than I am wearing clothing. In Japanese they use the similar verb. Kiru is to wear something. Notice the kanji, it's different than to cut. How about this? When we get to 20 kanji, I'm going to call it a day, just so we don't bore each other. To wear, to put on. And that way, I can make shorter videos like this, and they'll come out more frequently. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that we're going to in-depthly translate everything, but I think that we're going to get a pretty good lesson in. Notice, tsugi is not really the subject. It is the subject of the sentence in English, but in Japanese it's more like what she's talking about. The wa particle functions as tsugi wa, regarding what is next. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about specifically what's next. Something is the subject. Nordo da, it is the Nord. In English we translate next is the Nord. Sono boru o kita nordo. So she's using sono because she's looking at me. And so she's kind of talking to me as a character. So she's using sono as by me. If she's talking, sono is by the person she's talking to. Sono boru, that raggedy, tattered clothing. O kita nordo. The Nord, when we have a verb modifying a noun, Nord is a noun, kita is a verb. We translate it, in English we use what's called a relative pronoun. We say the Nord that is wearing / was wearing / put on, the Nord that put on those rags. Regarding the next individual, it's the Nord who put on those rags. Oh, sorry. Regarding the next thing that's going to happen, regarding the next individual to get his head lopped off brutally, it's the Nord that put on those raggedy, tattered clothing. The O particle tells us what we put on. Once again, noun that's modified by a verb, we get a noun that verbed. A noun that verb. We use the relative pronoun in English. Let's listen to the sentence one more time for, oops. Let's listen one more time just for listening practice. Great listening practice.
裁きだ。
ストームクロークにしよう。
恐れを知らず生き、恐れを知らず行った。
次はそのボロを着たノルドだ。
そのボロを着たノルドだ。ノルドだ。ノルドだ。ノルドだ。ノルドだ。You hear me repeating them? You should do that yourself. That's a fantastic way to practice the flow of a language, getting your mouth used to saying the words. Repeat after these people. Pause me and repeat after them. You can repeat after me if you want to. They're native speakers. They're much better resources than I am. That's why I'm using them.
知らず生き、恐れを知らず行った。
恐れを知らず行った。恐れを知らず行った。恐れを知らず行った。
次はそのボロを着たノルドだ。
次はそのボロを着たノルドだ。ノルド。Notice how it's sort of raised there. そのボロを着たノルドだ。Oh no, there's terrifying sounds.
またあれだ。
Mata, again. Are, that. That's away from the both of us. Da, it is that again. Oh, again? That? Mata. No kanji really for mata that shows up. Oops. I don't need to explain what mata is if there's no... Excuse me for the burp. Again. Woo. We're at 13 now. Let's keep trucking along. Areda. That. Again? It's that. It's that again. Oh, it's that again. He's about to say kikoeta ka. One more time. Kikoeta ka. Kikoeta. Kikoeta. That's the... Were you able to hear it? Did you hear it? Were you able to hear it?
聞こえたか。
Kikoeta ka. One more time. Kikoeta ka. We're at 1547.
あれだ。聞こえたか。
Kikoeta ka. So kikoeru is technically its own verb. That's a kinky. Man, what was I looking up? Kikoeru is its own verb. It's a group 2. It's able to hear, can hear, catch a sound. Were you able to hear it? Kikoeru. Notice it's really quickly. I'm just gonna look this up in the G show just so you can see how to operate using the radicals. So let's check out the radicals. Really quickly, we have an enclosure. You see how there's a thing wrapping around, and then we have this right here. This is the radical for gate, and inside is the radical for an ear. It's not even really a radical, that's the kanji for ear. So let's check out how to look that up. We're going to erase the previous one. Oops, I thought we were going to erase the previous one. There we go, it's gone. Look for the mon kanji. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're looking at 8. Stroke. Oh, sorry, here's the 8. 8 right there. On the inside, we got Mimi is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shakalaka. Boom, it's the only one there. Hit the search button, we get Kiku, which is to hear, to listen, to ask, to inquire. Kikoeru is to be heard, to make audible, to hear what's going on. Okay, so boom, that's how we look up kanji. Let's add that guy to our list. Kikoeru. Kinki. Oops, sorry, I typed the wrong thing. Kikoe. Alright, able to hear. Able to hear. Yeah, I mean, audible. We should have a comma there. Alright, we're at 14. Let's keep trekking through this death scene. Sorry if you're squeamish. Oh, kikoeru, the plain form, is kikoeru. The mas form is kikoemas. The past tense of the plain form is kikoeru. It's a group 2. Just all you have to do is kill the ru, add a ta. Go to my individual grammar lessons. Check out the verbs. Plain form conjugation should be one of them. Kikoeta ka. Hadvar here. He's ending it with ka, which is sort of kind of blunt way. He's not too worried about his relationship with the taicho. He probably should be, but they're probably on good terms. So he can get away with that.
次の囚人と言ったはずよ。
次の囚人と言ったはずよ. Tsugi once again is showing up. Tsugi is technically a noun. Tsugi no shujin. Shujin. Here we go is shujin, which is a criminal, a prisoner, a convict, a jailbird, a con. Notice, it's a person inside of a box. Doesn't that just scream like a prisoner? Then it's a person who is a person trapped in a box. Shujin, a criminal, a convict, a prisoner. I like prisoner the best out of those ones. Shujin. Shujin, prisoner. Convict. So this guy has been convicted. He is Orange is the new black. Boro is the new Skyrim Tetsu armor. Shujin. Really quickly as a joke, this is a common joke, at least when you're learning Japanese, so I figured I'll pass it on. Shujin, if we just say, so this was Shujin, prisoner, but if we take off one of the, if we just go like that, that's sort of like, it can mean husband, the master of the house, the host, the employer. As a joke, people say that this could be a husband. One's husband is a shujin, but you know, sometimes it just really feels like you're a shujin, is the joke. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh, sorry, I wasn't done translating that. Herp, herp, herp. Mata areda, kikoeta ka?
Mata areda, kikoeta ka?
次の囚人と言ったはずよ
So, Tsugi no Shujin to. This to particle is the quotative to. She said this. Imashita, this is the verb for imas, you. You. Boom. You. Imas is to speak, to say, to talk. So, oops, wrong tab. Yuta is I said. So this is the past tense of say. Say, said. Say, said. So, said. What did she say? This to particle is our quotation mark. So she said, I said, Tsugi no Shujin, the next prisoner. I said, next prisoner. Hazu. Hazu is expectation slash, it's expected of something. It's generally understood. Ought to do, should do, must be expected to. An expectation. You see what I'm saying here? It's it's an expectation. Purging Croton. What? Expectation that something happens. So she's saying it's an expectation that I said. It's expected that I said the next prisoner. This yo is making it pretty powerful. To put this into more English, she's saying, didn't I just say the next person? I told you to get out the next prisoner. It's expected that the next prisoner comes out. Didn't I just say the next prisoner? Is what she's saying? But the words are literally translating to, it's expected that I said the next prisoner, which is a sort of blunt way of saying, I told you to get the next prisoner. We'll add hazu. This comes after verbs generally, so we'll add verb. Oops. Verb plus hazu. I technically should be predicate. Sorry, predicate. Predicates and verbs are somewhat similar, not entirely the same thing. So, the predicate is expected. Oh, notice that des was after there. We'll add des. That's what this is doing, is expected to happen. Boom, run 16, only 4 more to go. So, ita hazu da yo. Itu hazu desu yo. She didn't say des, but it is there. It's there. But she's talking bluntly, formally, so it's not really there, but it is there. Okay, so sorry about that. Let's go back so we can hear this guy uninterrupted.
次の囚人と言ったはずよ
次の主人と言ったはずよ. Jeez.
斬首台へと進
Oops, I just paused. 斬首台へと進め主人。抵抗するな. Let's listen to him once. Sorry, I keep interrupting him. Hardvar is probably a cool guy, even though he's going to send me to my death.
斬首台へと進め主人抵抗するな
Okay, let's start off with teiko suru na. When you have a plain form verb, like suru, and then you end it with, so suru means to do. But if you add na to the end of it, let's see if we can get it. Na, tell him to not come. Kuru na. Yeah, this makes it blunt negative, like don't do something, don't do something. So we're gonna make our little flashcard positive verb plus na translates to don't verb. We'll put verb in this. Okay, so he's saying to not do something. What's the verb? It was suru, but let's find out what teiko is. Teiko suru is to resist, to dispute, to resent, to resist, to withstand, to put up a fight, to oppose, things like that. So let's add this one, teiko suru, up, teiko suru. Boom, teiko suru. I'll put a space there. This is to resist, oppose, fight back, something like that. Teiko suruna, don't resist, don't fight back, don't oppose us. You know, Shujin, we already saw a prisoner. He's addressing me. This is Zanshudai. Let's see if I got that right from what he said. We'll go back. Zanshudai.
抵抗するな。
Oops, I didn't go back far enough. まあ誰だ。
あれだ。
聞こえたか？聞こえたか？聞こえたか？
次の囚人と言ったはずよ。
斬首台へと。
Yeah, Zanshudai. Zanshudai. We'll see if that even appears. Zanshudai. Okay, it doesn't appear, but if we type in Zanshu, we get decapitated head, decapitation, beheading. So that's a fun word to know, isn't it? Zanshu. Really quickly, this zan is to cut, like to cut off, to like slice off. And it's used very frequently for decapitations and things like that. And then shu is your neck. This is neck. The word for neck is actually kubi. Let me just look up kubi real quick. Actually, let's look at both those. So here's, if we just add a ru here, it's kiru, and you'll see what comes up. Cut, carve, hash, saw, slice, fell. So you're cutting down something with this kiru. Oh, no, that's even the wrong kiru. Oops, I'm sorry. Here we go. Kiru, to kill. Okay, this is the one that I thought. Well, I wasn't getting the translations I was expecting. To kill. Human using a blade, sword to slice. To slice off, to lop off. Yeah, just like I was saying, this is like slicing something off. This kiru is much more beheading, decapitate, I don't know what that word means. I don't think I want to know what it means. This one is much more hacking things off than this kiru. Notice the difference in kanji. Little thing followed by that. Whereas this one is more... This kanji is this kanji right here. You can see the difference between those two. This one's lopping something off. So let's go into kubi, which is neck. Neck, it's sort of like your neck, but it's kind of like everything above the neck to an extent. Like kubi ga itai is your neck hurts, but also like the head. Kubi no nai. For some reason, kubi means not just the neck, but also sort of the head attached. So here we have those two kanji, zanshu, which is slice head, lop off head, and then zanshu is decapitation, beheaded. And then if we add dai, I'm going to add dai, not D-I-E, but dai, this kanji, to the end of it, and you'll see that this is sort of like a workbench, or like a stand, a rack, a pedestal, a stage. So zanshu dai is like zanshu dai is like a beheading block. I don't know if there's the cutting block. I guess I'm not old school enough to know if there's a proper term for that, but I hope you get the idea with the beheading block. The verb that he uses was zanshu dai e, towards the chopping block, to susume. This to is kind of like the quotative to. Sorry, let's get this verb, susume. Notice he ends it in a me as opposed to susumu. Susumu means to advance, to step forward, to go towards the location. So go towards the chopping block. Go towards the chopping block. Okay, so susumu. I'm going to add that one to our kanji. Susumu, which is to advance, move towards, progress, things like that. He ends it in a me instead of a mu to be a blunt command. Using take it to the plain form and change the u sound to an e sound. Sorry, I misspoke. Well, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is take it to the stem and then make it to the e sound. That makes it into a blunt command, like, you're ordering somebody to do something. Susume, go forward. Okay, so advance. I'm commanding you to advance to the chopping block. To. This to is kind of like the quotative to. The reason why it's here is that it's saying in a fashion of. Zanshu daie to susumu. Advance in a way of towards the progression, towards the chopping block. Progress towards the chopping block. tosusume, in a way of going towards this chopping block. It's a weird thing that's going on. I'm curious if they have it. I wonder if they have a combination of those two. Yeah, I didn't think those were going to be heto heto. Okay, so eto susume. So this is kind of the quotation, like, in a fashion of this. So advance towards the chopping block. It's a difficult thing to get your head around. We'll get it later.
進め主人抵抗するな
Then you go forward. That dude's looking cheerful. I love the way that you have to. They don't even clear out the other head. That's beautiful. Itai arewa nanda. Alright. In case you're new to Japanese, nani is a word you need to know. Nani is what? Nani. Nani? That's not quite right. We want this nani. Nani. So we'll add this to our list because it's an important kanji. Nani. Oops, I went one too far, and this means what? Okay, so nanda. However, when it's immediately English, why does it say English? What? Okay, so when it immediately comes after des, let's keep it on the same card. Okay, so non-des. This here translates to, or is read. Oh my god, my computer. Non-des. Notice how it's normally pronounced nani, however here it's non-des. Just because nani-des is annoying to say. Sometimes you will see nani-des, however it's not as frequent. So because there's another kanji here, so Itai arewa nanda, sorry, Itai arewa nanda. This translates to what the heck is that thing over there. So nanda is what is this. Are is our subject. Are wa. Notice the wa particle. As for that, the thing that's away from the both of us, itai. This is like just an emphasizing adverb to some extent. Itai. Itai arewa nanda. Be united, blah blah blah. Generally speaking, no, unification. The sense of it, no, that's not it. The heck? Yeah, okay, yeah, you're great. Before an interrogative forms, emphatic question. Yes, emphatic question. What the hell is that thing? Say what the hell? Who on earth? Itai nanda sorya. What the heck is that? Itai arewa nanda. So yeah, itai. We'll put a question mark after it so that you'll know it's with interrogatives. Itai plus interrogatives is a fancy way of saying a question word. Did I spell that right? Alright. We got 21 cards, useful cards that I feel like help you out pretty goodly. And I hope that this will help you out a great deal. Looks like nobody joined me on Twitter today, or Twitch today. Totally fine, I understand. People are probably busy with their moms. I know, they want to be here, but, you know, they just can't. If this helps you out, please visit my Twitch channel. Once again, it'll be Monday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, American Eastern Time. Join me on Twitch. I'll be playing tomorrow. My character some more, probably another hour or so, maybe just 1 or 2 quests. And I'll be back throughout the week. Now that I kind of have a handle on how I want to handle this, I'll be translating a lot more on Twitch now that I have a better handle on what I want to accomplish. Up until now, what I was thinking was translate everything, send it all on YouTube. And to be totally honest, there's not enough time in the universe for me to do that. So I hope you're not too disappointed. I hope that if we just do a little bit of chunk by chunk, you'll get a flavor for how things work in Japanese, and you'll learn a few things. I'm going to create this flashcard for us all. Boom. I know Quizlet might not be the way to study for everybody, but it's the easiest way that I know to make things accessible to everyone for free. So check it out. I have more than one card. If we go to Evan G. Rogers, we got Japanese Skyrim. If you're doing TOEIC, you can go here. Eiken, noun, verb. Some of this stuff I use to teach when I'm teaching. just look for Evan G. Rogers, and you'll find a bunch of sets of mine. So if we go to like search Quizlet Evan G. Rogers, you should be able to find all my little things here. And probably the newest one, if we go to most recent, maybe the new one hasn't been, yeah, I don't use pictures because it's too much of a pain in the butt. Apparently my newest one hasn't been registered yet. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I'm sure it will be there. So, boom, here you go. You can study some Quizlet. Just in case you're not familiar with it, you can go to flashcards. It's kind of annoying because it'll like yell at you, it'll tell you the words. Normally it'll actually pronounce them. Maybe I didn't say that it's Japanese.
帝国、インペリアル、インペリアルズ、エンパイア。
Okay, that was pretty funny. If you hit left and right on your keyboard, it'll scan between the cards. Ooh. If you hit
帝
up and,
国、インペリアル、インペリアルズ、エンパイア。
so let's make sure it doesn't do that. If you hit up and down, it'll switch between the front and back. Left and right, it'll switch between cards. And if I'm not mistaken, we can even shuffle them. Mata again. Again. Mata again. We got Susumu to advance. Remember, he told you to advance to the chopping block. Advance to move towards progress. Yeah, great. Gedo. Foreign teaching bastardos. Oops. Brutes, bastards, demons, non-Buddhist teachings. Teiko suru is to oppose, to fight against. Anyway, I already know these. You should already know them. This is Quizlet. I hope it helps you out a lot. Have yourself a holly jolly day. I'm going to load this up to YouTube. Oh, really quick. I wanted to say this. This might sound stupid, but because now I've changed my opinion on how to do this, and not think that I have to do all of it, it's going to be a lot easier for me to just come in here, hammer out a few cards, throw it up on YouTube, and you guys can enjoy it. So if you guys ever catch me on Twitch again doing this, please jump into the chat room and ask me some questions. It looks like nobody was there right now. That's totally fine, whatever. I appreciate donations. Please click on some ads here and there. Visit the website. Give me a, hey, thanks for the awesome website sort of comments. It really helps out. It reminds me that this is worth doing. And have yourself a great day. Hey, bye-bye.